honestly was thinking you might even postpone because of the storm. I didn't know what the connection would be.
We're like hardwired into the...
Yeah.
Hardwired into
it should
the internet.
Oh,
And it's
good.
the fastest internet that you can have, so we should be okay.
Do you care if it's on the table?
Doesn't
It's
matter.
fine? Okay.
Yeah, totally fine.
All right.
Let's see how things are going here. All right. Yeah, right there.
And I sent the link to all my girlies and whatnot. And
Sweet.
people should be jumping in. My best friend, I said, watch me. I said, you better watch me where I'm going, and then when we get home, we'll just hoot even more.
Oh, amazing.
And my bestie is my illustrator.
Oh, really?
Kyle Jackson, that's my best friend who did this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so many questions. Jeez.
And I'll
Such
do
an
my
exciting
best.
show.
I'll do my best to be as serious as I can because when I'm baked, I'm baked. So we're just
Buddy,
going.
we talk about the most random shit.
We are
Okay.
live. We've done mushrooms and like done too many mushrooms and laughed our asses off.
Okay.
So like,
good.
no need to be serious here.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
It's not like
like-
you need to be a professional weed
No.
smoker.
Not at all.
not
And
at
like
all.
you don't have to be a professional anything.
Good.
Yeah.
And
Good. Thank God.
and like if you get a little fucked up here, we're good with that.
Good.
Like, yeah.
Good.
We take care of you.
It's
Yeah.
funny. Kyla says, "Don't get too high, girl. You gotta answer questions." I'm like, I don't.
No, by the end of the show, we always do the question series
We don't
stuff at the
plan
beginning.
anything.
And by the end of the show, we're talking about random shit,
Yeah,
right?
no, it's
Like,
perfect.
Nothing's
It's great.
planned.
Nothing's
great.
yeah.
It's great.
Okay, so also something with this type of vape.
Yeah.
Just take a pull off that, even though it's not heated up all the way.
What up,
flavor.
Blackbird? You're live.
That's my girl.
I'm watching.
That's my best friend.
There we
flavor
go,
on that.
Blackbird. Yeah.
Like you taste just the terpenes.
Yeah, it's oil. Like it tastes oil.
It's beautiful taste. So weed tastes way more potent, like the actual terpenes
tastes
in
like
this
poo.
device.
Weed tastes like poo to me sometimes.
Oh
Weed
yeah, no.
tastes like
This will taste delicious.
Yeah, man, it does taste good. I like that. Yes, that's my best friend.
No
That's
poo
Kyla.
poo weed, please.
Yeah, I've never had poo-poo weed, but
Or here, I'll take a bong hit. And I'm like, ooh, this kind of tastes like shit. I gotta clean that up.
You're like,
okay,
not
well,
a fan.
that
not a
might
fan.
taste like poo-poo weed.
Yeah. Oh, there's my best. Two of my Kylas are on.
Aw, hey Flin Flon girl, that's our friend Carmen in Flin Flon right now.
Ooh.
So we're hoping that everything stays okay with them over
mind if
there
I'll
with the
have a
wildfire.
food?
Have one. They had a wildfire super close to them, so hoping everything stays cool.
I love all the emojis.
Yep.
Good evening, Flin Flon.
So where are the
Kyla.
listeners from? Just everywhere?
Everywhere. We had somebody message us during COVID in
Yeah.
Paris that said they
Ooh.
binge watched all of our lives.
Yeah.
Didn't understand what we were saying. But just like
I hope they were
Where was
getting
the most
high.
recent? Like we've had like Austria, we've had
Ooh.
Ireland. Pretty
Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah, that was another one.
Okay.
Cool. They're not allowed to smoke weed in Ireland.
Italy.
It's super illegal. So
In
they're
Ireland?
not. Yeah.
It
I've got
depends.
friends in Australia. Oh, no, that's not the same place at all. I got friends in Australia. Bitch, they're very far from each other.
Buddy, I would totally say the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
super funny.
Oh my god.
Most people fuck up like Australia, New Zealand,
Right,
not,
right.
not Australian.
Oh, that's
so great.
bad.
Oh, that's incredible.
It's gonna be a great show.
You were totally our person.
I looked you guys online and I'm like, yeah, these girlies are gonna be chill.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what? Urban Remo? Are you serious?
What's up, Remo?
Happy freaking Friday, Urban Remo.
Hey.
Thank you so much for popping in.
We got 2 minutes till we're live.
Yeah, 2 minutes till we're live.
Cool.
Urban
Remo's like a big deal.
You're a big deal, man. We are so honored that you have popped in. Check out Remo Nutrients.
Yeah.
If you grow wheat, for sure, check out Remo Nutrients.
Okay,
He
cool.
grows incredible stuff. Check out his YouTube channel.
We were so lucky to have
Check
him
out
on
our
set.
smoke stash with Remo.
Okay.
We've been honored to have him on our show.
Love that. Okay,
Yeah.
for sure.
And hopefully one day we can actually go and visit his farm.
Yeah. Just gonna come creep up on you.
He's smoking a supercharged joint, Remo.
Just
Supercharged.
sneak on in your window, just like pop our heads in.
Hello, give us a hoot.
No, he invited us. We'll tell him beforehand.
We'll tell him.
You know, we'll give you a heads up, man.
You're way nicer than I am. I'd be like, and I just thought it was an open
Head pop up in
invitation.
the window.
Like,
That's freaky as fuck. You
This
know?
bitch
Boo,
is smoky.
Super funny. I feel super honored too because Remo actually rolled a legit supercharged joint on our show.
Was it massive?
Oh,
It was huge, but like infused and everything. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
it was
So
sick.
he sells them in the
It was
stores,
so
but those
sick.
are like factory made. He made a legit one on our show.
Remo says
an
just
original.
smoking a joint.
Yep.
A regular joint. Oh, 9 o'clock.
Oh, look at that. Okay, countdown, everybody.
Final countdown.
Thank you for paying attention to the time. We have an opera singer here. And we're live. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are your two big girls, and this is our Friday night smoke sesh. Tonight we have a super special guest, and this is Allie.
Hello.
Yes, Allie Loyns.
Yes.
Allie Loyns. I kept wanting to say lions.
It's like pork loins, tender
Yeah,
loins.
I love
Yes,
it. I love it. Now that it's nailed in my head, I promise. But please go and check her out. She has 2 books that are out right now. You can buy them on Etsy. So this is Bloom and A Generation of Sunflowers. So Allie, thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Thank you for having me. This is a really new, cool experience for me. So
This is a pretty new, cool experience for us too.
You want to come smoke weed on the internet with us?
yeah, and talk about your rawest parts of yourself.
Yeah. You want to do a full life therapy session live?
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. So, many people don't know, but May is BPD Awareness Month.
Yep.
And BPD stands for Borderline Personality Disorder. So Allie here is a published author, and she also writes poetry to help herself through her journey with BPD and help others with their journey with PPD. PPD.
I know.
By the end of the show, buddy.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah,
It's definitely a tongue twister.
Yeah.
PPD.
So, yeah, I'm so honored that you have joined us here tonight.
Thank you really for having me. As I said off camera, I just feel like this little peewee of a girl, but I'm not. I'm so powerful. I have such a message, and
You are.
yeah. Thank you for having me.
I first met Allie in a online class through Canadian Mental Health Association. So for people that don't know, they actually offer free online classes and in-person classes, and it's all free. So check them out online. But Allie and I met in a Insights to BPD course, and she was there supported with her grandmother, which was
so sweet.
so adorable.
That's so sweet.
Really resonated with me because I'm really close with my Oma too, and yeah, I just kind of like you were super powerful in that class. Like your voice was so loud, and I just had to know you.
You know, I remember saying to Nana, these people are going to think, oh my God, when is she going to shut up? But I was not going to shut up in that course. I was ready to spread a truthful narrative. I was ready to break stigma. I wanted to know what narrative Winnipeg was bringing around BPD. And I think it was pretty, non-biased. It was pretty even-keeled. And I felt good with the info that was being spread. But I needed to say my piece, and I sure did.
You really did. And that really stuck with me. So
That's powerful, man.
Thank you for being in that class and for sharing.
I'm so glad you were there.
I'm
I
so glad
spoke to
there.
someone. I don't know. I didn't know who was going to be there. It was loved ones. It was people like us living with it. And I just thought, I'm going to say my piece. If it resonates with someone, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I'm just doing my thing. This is the first class that Winnipeg's had on BPD. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in this BPD community thing since at least 2020 when I got my diagnosis.
Okay.
And there's really been nothing here on borderline. I mean, supports, resources, webinars, seminars. There's nothing on it. So when I saw this, I was like, Nana, we know everything about this already, but we got to do this. I want to know the narrative they're pushing out into the public. And we did. We were going to go in person, but Nana got tired, so we just joined virtually. But I'm so glad that I went.
I'm so glad you did too.
And you're not the only person I've connected with either.
Really?
Yes, I can name drop because I'm on their board of directors now.
Okay.
But there, yes. So there is a man named Kevin Strong. He lives here in Winnipeg. Him and his wife Tara. They've created Borderline Personality Borderline Personality Disorder of Manitoba Association Incorporated. It's some long name, but it's new. It's just kind of got its footing. It started in January. They had a meeting probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was asked to come because I really spoke to Kevin, I guess. Yeah. And I'm now on their board of directors, and I'm the one of the only 2 people living with BPD. Everyone else are just loved ones.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very excited. There is a platform now where I can use my voice, actually make some change.
Yeah.
And not just sit here in my room and write poetry about it and do podcasts. I can actually do something.
Yeah, but I appreciate all of it. But that's incredible.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats.
And if anybody noticed there, she just mentioned that I also live with borderline personality disorder. So this is my first time ever ever coming out in public, that I have just recently been diagnosed with it. So it was the end of April that I received my diagnosis. It was very late in life, but having received it, like I felt really bad about myself at first. The stigmas that you find online, I felt like I was just the worst person in the world, that pretty much I was being diagnosed as a narcissist, and I really, really, really struggled when the psychiatrist like sent me home to think about that diagnosis before we met again, you know. And now the more research I did, because I was just like, I don't accept this, you know, explanation and stuff. And because so many people too, when I told them like I think I'm being diagnosed with this, and they were like, nope, that's not you.
You're too
not
high
like
functioning.
That. Yeah, exactly. Like you're not. You don't do this. You're not as, you know, blah blah blah.
It's not cookie cutter.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's so different. It's a spectrum.
Exactly, and people don't understand that. Like I recently found a post where it was like there are all these different combinations, because there are 9 different criteria, right, that you need to be diagnosed. And like those different criteria can happen at different points of your life. So like me being 44 now, I have actually grown out of a lot of those behaviors that I had when I was like in my 20s, right? So like I don't do those same things, yet I still met that criteria because at a point in my life I was that way, you know. So I met all 9 of the criteria.
I was 7 out of 9.
Yeah.
And you know, I was talking with my therapist because I'm at a point now where I'm feeling pretty good. I would say my symptoms are for the most part in remission. The life's been very hard and it has been flaring recently. I was talking with my therapist and I said, I kind of want to be reassessed. I don't know. I want to be reassessed. I want to see what's cooking in me now as an almost 24-year-old woman with a lot of life experiences that have happened in the past year, including being a power of attorney for my grandfather at 23. It's just me. So there's a lot of things that have happened, and I just want to see what's going on up there. So I said to Ermi, I want to be reassessed. She says, Allie, you know, I don't even know if you meet the criteria anymore for BPD. And I remember saying, I had this really just dumbfounded look on my face. She says, that face doesn't shock me. I know you're scared because you don't know what it means to not have BPD.
Yeah.
We say this, we don't want to be a label, but the thing is, this diagnosis...
You become it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm Allie, I have BPD, and I'm a caregiver. Those are my only 2 things. Bitch, no. I have so many things. I'm a poet. I'm a classical musician. I'm a cat mama. I'm a Lego enthusiast. I'm a Melanie Martinez enthusiast. I'm so many things. I'm not just these 2 things.
Yeah.
So it's trying not to put myself in that box of BPD.
Yeah.
Like, no, girl, you're so many things.
Well, that's the thing, too, about BPD, right? Is that it's one of the only mental illnesses that you can actually be undiagnosed with.
No, oh, yeah.
Like, you can actually recover from it. So, like, they can actually take that diagnosis away from you.
And it'll say recovered.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're diagnosed by psychiatrists, you'll have Axis 1, Axis 2, Axis 3, Axis 4, Axis 5 diagnoses. And Axis 1 would be borderline personality. So if they went and assessed me, it would say on my file, or whatever my file is, Axis 1 recovering from BPD. Wow. And I don't know, that just feels really weird to say, but I feel like it's happening. And I'm so young.
It's a huge achievement.
That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
This has helped, though. Writing my books have helped. And while you were telling your story of getting your diagnosis, I found a poem actually from Bloom, and I'd like to read it
That's
for
not
you.
the book that I own, so I would love to.
Yes, this is Bloom, my second publication.
If anybody wants a puff of this first.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I got a joint going too.
I'm like, my joint
I'm like, yeah.
Let's just smoke all the weed first.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, okay. So this piece is from Bloom. It is in the first section of the book, and I will get into the book more later, but this piece is called Recovery Does Not Age Discriminate. And I wrote this for my dad, I wrote this for my partner, and I wrote this for my grandfather. Age really does not discriminate. I'm baked.
Yeah,
I'm baked, and I was like, okay, I gotta make sure I'm saying this
Mission accomplished.
Recovery does not age discriminate. Look at this to you.
Thank you.
All right. Nothing will get better for me. I'm destined for bad things. I'm broken. The change that yearns to transpire will not occur if you don't put the effort or toil in. Objects in motion stay in motion, but objects at rest stay at rest. It's never too late, because age fuck, recovery does not age discriminate. Oh, I screwed up at the end, damn it. But,
okay,
but that's the
buddy.
piece. Recovery does
that's
not age
amazing.
discriminate. I got my diagnosis at 20. You know, you were 44.
44.
It does not age discriminate, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can get better. It just takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of weed, a lot of therapy, you know, a lot of
A lot of
psychedelic
support,
sessions, and
a
a
lot of
lot of
support.
support. Yes. Oh, my God. If I didn't have my Nana, she's one of my protective factors.
Yeah.
For those that don't know what a protective factor is, if you are seeing a psychologist, a counselor, or a psychiatrist, they'll say, what are the things that are keeping you safe currently right now? Okay, well, you're monetarily stable. That's a protective factor. You've got a very supportive best friend. That's a protective factor. You've got a loving, supportive grandmother who might not biologically be your mom, but that is your mom. You are safe. Those are your protective factors.
Yeah.
And those are only a few, but you know what? They're powerful, and they trump all of the complete bullshit negativity. So that's that. Yeah.
Yeah, because people with BPD are very highly likely to attempt suicide and very highly likely to complete suicide as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like the highest rate of any.
Yeah, that the statistic going around online is, oh, the age median is 27. Well,
I don't agree with that one, but
I don't either.
I do agree that, like, well, there's a lot of, like, self-harm and,
Oh yeah, I've
you know, but, like, self-harm can be a lot of different things, right? Like, sometimes when I'm angry at myself, I will starve myself. You know, I will be like, you don't deserve to eat. Like, you don't deserve nourishment kind of thing, pretty much is what you're telling yourself, right? But, like, it's very, I don't know, you don't even realize that you're really doing it, right? Like, it's, so there's a lot of different types of self-harm
Oh,
that
for sure.
you don't realize are actually self-harm. But, like, I don't know, just, like, attending this class, you know, finding out my diagnosis was really, really helpful, obviously.
Yeah.
Now I know, like, the type of help to seek, you know. Some people, I remember my ex-husband was always like, why do you need a diagnosis? And I'm like, well, how else do you know how to get treated if you don't have one?
You're just wandering around aimlessly like
Exactly.
a chicken with your head cut
Yeah,
off.
like you don't know what's wrong with you, right? So, like, I really feel that, first off, a diagnosis is really important. And,
it sure is.
you know, if you feel you need to talk to somebody, like, ask your doctor immediately, because it took, how many months was it for me to get in?
Oh,
It was
so long.
It was like 13 months,
Yeah.
I think, before I actually
Saw a psychiatrist.
saw a psychiatrist. From when I was, like, suicidal, like, I was actually went to my doctor and I was like, I'm worried about myself, and, like, I need to start medication again, and I need a psych assessment, because I would ask for one, like, so many times throughout my life, and people just kind of, like, faked it, you know, almost like it was just like, well, do this, do that, or like,
Walk.
try this med, or like, blah, 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 you know?
Go for a walk.
Or diagnose me to, like, the wrong person, you know? Or, like, not diagnose me, refer to me to the wrong person. So, like, literally, it took me until I was 44 of advocating for myself to actually get that diagnosis. So, like, I just really encourage people out there that are, you know, like, you know something is off. You know, if you have to get a new family doctor, I understand that there's, like, a shortage of them, but, like,
But do it. You need one
do
that's
your
on your
best.
side.
Do your best
Yeah.
to, like, just, you know, even go to walk-ins. Like, sometimes you're better off with a
brutal
walk-in
trying
doctor.
to find a fucking.
Yeah.
I waited 3 months to see my
and you had a
doctor, and
shit
it's the
one. You had
worst
such a shit
experience
one.
ever. She totally right off the bat judged me, and I was like, I don't take
Oh, that's
pills or
fucked.
anything. And I was
Yeah.
like, but I smoke weed, and
Yeah,
I like,
yeah.
and then she's like asking me, and I was like, so I have like depression and like manic depression, whatever. So like, but I don't take pills. Like I microdose mushrooms
Yep.
sometimes. And
Yep.
she instantly was just like totally judgmental. She's like, well, that makes it worse. And I was like,
Have you even tried them?
It doesn't though. Like it's been really awesome for me, right? And she's like, oh. And I'm like, okay. Like I feel very.
This is not going to work.
This is
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
No. Yeah, go.
Second.
She wanted me to go for like blood tests or whatever. Now she's walking out. She doesn't even tell me like if I should be fasting or if I whatever. She just like hands me this paper and she's like, as she's walking out, she's like something about blah 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 fasting. And I was like, what? And I was like, okay, what? So I like go out to the hallway and I see like one of the nurses, whatever, and I was like, hey, I gotta go get these blood tests done. Like she said something about fasting.
Yeah.
Like what does that mean? Like I can't drink or eat food? Like what? I don't understand what that means. And she's like, oh.
You're just a number.
Well, I think maybe like don't eat for 12 hours. And I was like, can I drink like water or anything? She's like, I feel like it'd be okay with a little bit of water.
It's 8 hours, and
But
like,
yeah.
you're allowed to take like water if you need to take
I
pills.
was so
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a swig.
That is it. It's
I
like a
was
tiny little sip
so-
to swallow a pill.
Yep.
That is it.
I was so upset when I left that I like wrote a Google review.
Good for
and I
you. Did
you?
never do that
You know
Good
what?
for
ever.
you.
I was like,
Yep.
she was horrible. The way that it was explained to me, because I was like on the waiting list with the government to find a new doctor, and they're like, oh, there's a new female doctor. She just finished med school, so I'm thinking she's like a younger doctor. She's probably open to maybe things, right? You're brand new out of med school. Cool, I'll go see you.
Yeah.
No, middle-aged, like very judgmental, like not. And I was like, okay. And I'm
is
like,
not
you
gonna work.
instantly judged me. You walked in, I had pink hair and tattoos, and I'm like, yeah. She was so not impressed with me.
No.
Yeah, I told her that like my first doctor, right, like didn't catch something that like made my daughter really sick, right? Gave her brain damage and like all this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like telling her the story, and she instantly goes, "Well, that's not your doctor's fault." And I was like, "I didn't say it was my doctor's fault. I'm just telling you why. Like,
wow.
she doesn't want to see me anymore because I told her what happened. I told my family doctor what happened, and
Yeah.
she like all of a sudden is now avoiding me. It takes 6 months to go see her. So like,
No way.
yeah, and so she was instantly just so judgmental, and I'm like, okay, man, like
They can't be a
the
doctor.
healthcare is shitty.
You're not gonna go to your doctor and be open, right? Like I'm such a person that's like so open with my doctors, even my psychiatrist or
We
psychiatrist.
overshare.
Oh,
That is
That's
a trait
BPD
of
yeah.
BPD. We overshare.
Yeah,
And then we say,
love
fuck,
to
we
over-
overshare.
Exactly.
Damn it, what is that person thinking?
Yeah,
I should have said that.
and then we hide from them.
Yeah, like, retreat, ghost maybe for a couple days.
100%. Yeah.
Don't go to the doctor for a couple
Oh my
months.
gosh, yes.
Oh my god. BPD.
Well, and okay, so like you have some, they call it comorbidities, right?
Yes.
So I was actually reading your post on that
What
anxious
word?
superheroes.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. What word did you just say?
Comorbidities.
Comorbidities. Comorbidities.
Comorbidities. What does that mean?
Two things that it can exist
Or
together.
more than one.
Okay.
Like more than one illnesses at one time.
The first time I've ever heard that word.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
that's a very psychological, like
Yeah.
psychology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it's very, very common for people with BPD to
Yeah.
have comorbidities.
Yes.
So like my psychiatrist, I remember him saying like you should be on meds so that you don't develop anxiety disorder. And then I went back to my doctor and he was like, that's too late. Like, and I was like, I agree. Like, I fully agree with that.
Yeah.
So it was like not, and not like as neat as in like, it's really neat that we have the same psychological issues,
Yeah.
but like, it's really neat to see, not neat, but like, it's good to see that I'm not alone, right?
Comforting.
Yes.
So like, yes,
Very, like,
comforting.
yeah.
Thank you for the word.
Yeah.
So you
I
have,
knew what you were trying to say
you
there.
have, you
yeah.
have like 5 and I have 4 of your 5. So yeah, I've never heard about chronic stress disorder.
Oh, I didn't even know about it either. I just knew that I lived a life of chaos. It just felt like the
Yeah.
rug was being pulled out from underneath my feet literally every single goddamn day. And no, it's a thing. Chronic stress. That is a thing. So I live with chronic stress disorder. And you really need to get that shit under control because it can cause havoc. It can wreak havoc.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Comorbidities suck. It's not
Yes.
great. It's not great. And with BPD, the 3, I guess, I want to say most popular, or most
Common.
yes,
Yeah.
would be substance use.
PTSD.
No, actually.
Oh.
So it would be substance use, eating disorders, and bipolar.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and then obviously from those,
Okay.
they stem off.
Okay.
But yes, those are the 3 most common.
Wow.
You know what I was telling Cupcake? This is so crazy. So we were talking about how she was going to talk about her having BPD tonight, right?
Yeah.
And it's, and then she's trying to explain it to me, and I was like, I understood because in my 20s, I got diagnosed with manic depression, right? But nowadays, you don't call it manic depression, it's bipolar.
Yep.
And for some reason, it's easier for me to tell people, oh, I have manic depression.
Of
once in a while,
course.
right? Like, if
I get
I'm
that.
going through shit or whatever, but as if I were to be
Because
like,
there's a
I'm
depression word in
bipolar.
there, maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
yeah.
right? Like, oh, I'm just sad sometimes.
Yeah. And like really happy others.
But then it's like, but literally, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like, but if I feel like as soon as you tell somebody like, oh, I'm bipolar, they're like, oh, you crazy.
Yes,
Right?
and it's the same thing
Like-
with BPD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Like, it's
Yeah.
so, yeah.
So
Stigmas
many
are
people, the way
crazy.
that they reacted when I had the possible diagnosis even, and it's just, I feel like that also sticks with you, right? Like, and it's, I also judged myself because of like everything that when you Google it, the first stuff that comes up is just freaking brutal. Like it's,
Serial killers.
yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
serious. No, I'm serious.
Pretty much.
No,
like,
no. Honestly, that's if you search that.
And like with the psycho
list of-
ex-girlfriends and
Yes,
like,
it's
yeah.
not okay. It is
It's
not
not.
okay.
It's
I want my
not.
poetry to pop up first when you fucking search
Yeah.
up BPD.
Yeah.
I've got a lot more work to do before that happens. But it's not good the way that society paints.
Not
it's
at all.
bullshit. It makes us out to be scary people, but we're not. We're so friendly and outgoing and eccentric and iconic.
And
you
we're
know?
super loyal
Yes,
and
we
we're super
love
empathetic.
hard, and we're passionate as fuck.
Exactly, right? Like,
so
we love
passionate.
super hard. But yeah, like it's
Yeah.
there's so many positive traits about us that like nobody ever talks about. Yeah, we're like loyal as fuck. Like one of the most loyal people you'll ever have in your life.
Hard workers.
Yeah, hard workers
Multi-talented.
too. Yeah.
Can balance many things at once.
When we're well, yeah.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, there's so many different things that like there's positive ways to look at things too, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
You have to choose to. You really have
Yeah.
to rewire your brain because at least for me it was negative, pessimistic.
people think that we're like manipulative and like attention seeking, and that's really not the case in most. But it can be, right? It can be in some, but like we're all individuals. It's like such a spectrum.
and self-awareness
be on.
helps
Yeah,
that so much
exactly.
because if you know that you have a tendency to be, I don't know, controlling, you can go to step back like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, now I feel this coming. No, we don't need to act that way.
Yeah.
Let's do something else.
Or the splitting, right?
Oh, yeah, I deal with that all the time.
Yeah.
All
Right.
the time.
That,
like
what's
you-
splitting? What's splitting?
It's
What does that
basically,
mean?
I'll give you the cookie cutter. I love you, I hate you. I'll say it. My best friend's watching. Hi. I have minutes where I absolutely love her. She's my best friend. And other moments, it's I don't want anything to do with you. Nope. I hate you. I can't.
And
Because just the slightest little thing happened, it's boom to
and
me.
it goes from like extreme. So it's like
Yes.
you're like this person I can't live without.
Yeah.
Sometimes to like
Go.
you're the worst person in the world.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I actually have a piece called "Living in Extremes." Can I read that?
yes.
It's in bloom. Yeah.
I love
yeah,
the things
yeah,
are
yeah.
like the poems are coming up.
I'm trying to think of like how can I get my poetry in there? How to get it in there?
Get it in whenever you want,
right?
darling. Whenever you want.
Yeah, so this is Living in Extremes, and I'll show you guys the photos. This is a like 3D.
Oh, I love
glasses.
that.
And I'll show the camera too.
Dope.
Oh.
Did you say that your friend illustrated?
Yes,
your-
Kyla
Yeah.
Jackson, giving you a shout out. My best
Heck
friend and my
yeah,
illustrator.
Kyla.
Yeah, she did both
That's
books.
dope.
Right? Yeah.
Super dope.
So great.
So this is Living in Extremes, and this speaks to what we were just talking about, living in extremes. Of course, or never. Yes or no. Amazing or terrible. Cherish or abhor. All or nothing. Gray is elusive, but black and white lens hide the truth. Seek to see the shades in between. Living in extremes.
That's crazy.
I get
Ellie.
goosebumps. About, and I love the way you speak. You know. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I
I want to
would.
be like.
Right? Yeah.
And you know what? I haven't really
Hey.
been to any events where I've done spoken word where people know the culture of snapping.
Oh.
They're just like,
My cousin Kanisha in Victoria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
oh, poetry scene.
She does spoken word too.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or she has in the past. Yeah.
Yep. No, poetry's been a really great outlet. I mean, music, yes, it's great. I do my singing, but writing, I don't know. I live in a disassociated state. I'd say 50% of the time. Do you live with disassociation?
Yes.
Kind of where you check out, like you're here, but nothing's really hitting you.
A lot of times. Like
It's
I'm
a survival
dissociated a
technique or
lot, yeah.
mechanism, and it's healthy at times, but it's really not good to live in that state. And I lived in that state for basically my whole life.
Yeah.
So I've worked the past 4 years very, very hard on being present, being mindful, and feeling emotions, and that fucking hurts sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
being
I have a really hard time being present.
yeah, and weed helps me with that. because I'm just right here. I'm right now. I'm not thinking about what's happened yesterday, what's happening tomorrow. I'm just here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm observing myself. What is my body doing right now? How am I feeling? It just allows me to be here.
Mindfulness.
Yes, and mindfulness, that's a part of DBT.
Yeah.
Dialectical
And
behavioral
CBT.
therapy. Yes, and CBT.
I've taken CBTM so far. And like now I'm doing another one. I have to do another one online through St. Boniface Hospital, which is where I had my diagnosis done.
Oh, okay, okay.
And so he referred me to like the DBT, but apparently I have to complete this one to open up doors to other types of therapy.
Okay.
So,
you know, there are really good DBT programs here in Winnipeg, but the wait list, oh my god.
yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm not ready for the STAT program yet.
Oh, okay,
Like that's
okay. It's intense. I haven't done it.
It's really intense, and I'm not ready for that one
I
just
haven't
yet.
done it.
Yeah.
I've been thinking.
It's every day for 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's intense. It's really helpful. I personally though did CODI, co-occurring disorders.
Okay.
So it was addiction and mental health, and for me, I'm sitting here on a weed podcast, but I had a big issue with weed.
Okay.
In 2020, I just wanted to numb out, and that's all I did. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. type thing. You know, it was all day, every day. Now I'm more mindful with my use, as we kind of talked about before going on air here, and it helps me.
Oh yeah, it's a big difference.
Like using it medicinally as opposed to using it
just to numb and fill the void.
Excessively,
Mm-hmm.
just to like exactly.
That's we've never had anybody like really mention that on the show, and like that's
it's a
incredible.
thing. Like
it is a thing for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Like I will talk to people in my life, and they're like, "Oh, it's just weed. It's not really a big deal," but it can be if you're doing anything in excessive or extremes.
For sure.
It's a thing. Eating. I don't know, buying stuff.
Yeah.
Porn, a really good example. Like, there's lots of things that can be done in extremes, and it is an addiction. So I've worked very hard, and I do write about weed, numbing, and using it as a coping mechanism. Yeah, in both books. In both books. In my third book, I don't know.
Yes, there's another one coming, isn't there?
Yes, I am writing a third book that will come out May or June of next year. It'll be called Flourish. So in 2025. I'm quite stumped, though, on that book, because I'm doing a lot of ambiguous healing, it feels like, right now. That's such a weird thing to say, but that's how I feel. I'm ambiguously grieving my grandpa with dementia, and what that means is you're grieving and mourning someone who is here, but is not here in their mind.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's ambiguous. It's not really a cookie-cutter type of grief, and that's kind of what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
Just ambiguous healing, a lot of healing from different eras and aspects of my life. And
For sure.
And it's just, I don't know. It's a flourishing era, I guess. All the puzzle pieces are coming together, and I've finished bloom. Well, I'm still blooming, but I have bloomed, and now I want to flourish. And and as I talked about in another podcast, blooming is the start of healthy growth, but flourishing is continuous healthy growth. And I want to get there, and I am there.
I love that.
But I'm not owning it. So I'm not owning it powerfully yet. I still have more work to do, but I'm getting there.
Well, and you're aware of that, right? Like you're not fooling anyone or yourself, and you're saying like you're being authentic.
Allie, you're amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're hanging out with us today.
I'm so happy too.
I'm so impressed.
And I have
with
chilled
you.
out.
Like
I'm now you guys feel like friends. We're just chilling,
just hanging out.
Just cutting it, cutting it up.
So
I'm
glad.
just trying to keep us all baked.
And
I
you
can't
are.
figure that out. I can't
I can
figure
pull
that
it
out.
up for you.
Yeah, a tradesy.
There we go. Yeah, that was magic.
You're looking at this joint compared to my little.
Ray-Ray's joints
I
and
got
Ali's
big.
joints.
I got big. I got big fingers.
No, I had my boyfriend roll these because he knows I don't really like joints like my bong. So this is good. This is perfect. But I'm like,
They're nice. Yeah,
he rolled
they're
them.
nice.
Also,
joints.
Ali's boyfriend, are you watching right now? Because we would invite you on the show sometime as well if you would like to. And you can come and hang out with him and chill in our chill zone. While he's on the show if you like.
Ooh, smoke a J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hotbox the studio.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We have lots of fun down here.
It's a cute little place. And the more you get baked and you look at these egg, what is this?
Buddy, the egg cartons.
Egg cartons.
Things?
Yeah.
Yeah, sound bearer
Her mom-
because it's all tin.
Her mom strung them up.
Yeah.
That's
Because we
And-
tried to duct tape them and they just would randomly fall throughout the smoke sesh because
Whoops.
it's the
And
duct
something
tape
burns.
doesn't right. Yeah, the biggest fire hazard down here. It's draped in fabric. There's egg curtains on top.
When my torch.
And we were using torches. Yeah.
No, my torch. It was mine.
It blew up like there
It
was a
literally was-
flame. It was like
And
a
she was like,
dragon.
what? And I was like, it's all good.
Just like a dragon. It's gonna go up in
I knew it was gonna go up in
seconds down
flames.
here. Yeah.
Didn't know it was going to go that
shit
crazy,
my
but
pants.
still.
It's very unexpected.
Super fun. Okay, so like you were on a different podcast today. What podcast? Was that?
Oh, this was so I went on a Mother's Day. I think they're dropping
Oh.
it tonight. It's
Oh,
no
okay.
streetlights podcast. Two men, very.
Well, they did a clip today.
Yeah. I think it might be released tonight though. I don't know. They didn't tell me. They said it's coming out this week. So,
Okay.
but it's good. I don't know. I just like doing podcasts. It's fun. It's nice to promote my book, but also just talk about BPD, what it means, and to get the truthful narrative out there.
Yeah.
That we can heal. And we can do well. We're not just crawling to the finish line. We're fucking running to the finish line. You know,
We can succeed, and
Yes.
we can have happy like relationships.
Yeah.
We can be successful. We can have really good jobs. We can own businesses. We can do anything we freaking put our minds to.
Mm-hmm.
Not like people say, like we're not these master manipulating. I don't know.
Do you know some of the famous people or like iconic people that have?
No.
I talked about this on my CBC radio
Okay.
interview actually.
I wanna hear.
I was on CBC radio.
That's
I don't know.
super
Oh!
dope.
Did you know?
I
that?
knew.
Yeah,
I knew.
Yeah,
You told
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Super dope.
But I don't have a radio, so I didn't get to hear it. But I saw clips.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. No, I went on CBC radio talking about BPD and my poetry and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was really cool. But what was I saying? Oh no, I just brain farted. Whoops.
CBC radio.
What
You talked about. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Just like as I was saying on CBC radio.
Oh damn it.
Hollywood stars that have people.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
yes,
you.
there we go.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes.
Down one.
Boom.
Shout out to the boyfriend.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Woo!
Glenn.
Yes.
Thanks, Glenn.
Holy
Can-
shit.
Can I have a drink, Glenn?
Yeah. Hey, Glenn. Can we have a?
There we go. Okay, so who did I say? Okay, yes, Jim Carrey, Marilyn Monroe.
What?
Yeah, Jim Carrey, Marilyn Monroe, Amy Winehouse.
Jim Carrey's makes sense.
Sh-
Amy Winehouse makes sense.
oh, there's Pete Davidson. I didn't say that one on CBC Radio, but Pete Davidson.
Who's that?
Pete Davidson. He dated Kim Kardashian. He's
And
on SNL.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. He's on SNL. Ugly looking dude, but somehow banging the hottest chicks in Hollywood. Just the most ridiculous tattoos on him too. Just looks crazy.
Taste that shit. Taste that
But he
shit.
bagged Kim Kardashian and Ariana Grande.
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture after. You'll be like, what?
I feel like your boyfriend needs to taste this. It's just so
Yes.
so flavorful.
Smooth. It tastes very good. Very, very good. Very good. Yes. Who should I give this to?
The mini might the mini.
It's not the mini mighty. It's a mighty.
It's a mighty. I
Where
was
would I
trying
even?
to say
Yeah.
mini.
Where would I even get that in the city?
You could order online. There's probably stores that sell it.
Okay.
You should check out the new Supercraft.
Mighty Medic.
The
Yeah.
new Supercraft that just opened up in Bridgewater.
Oh, that's right over by me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in Waverly Heights.
Oh my goodness.
That's like the
Okay.
neighborhood across from me.
We love
Yeah.
Supercraft. They just opened their second location. They're having
okay.
their grand opening really, really soon. So yeah, you should definitely check them out. I'll send you their address.
Please do.
Center Street. Center
Yeah,
Street.
yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
No, that'd be good. This
Yeah.
would be good to invest in.
yeah.
So I'm
I think
all
he would be a
small.
good one to talk to.
Honestly,
time.
it's so.
Or you can order it
good.
online at Planet of the Vapes. They have lots of vapes.
It really
Okay,
makes me
cool.
wonder why I don't use mine.
Yeah, good
I
set up,
literally
girl.
have one just like hanging out in my drawer upstairs.
Every
beside
Friday I'm
my
like,
bed.
why? Like Ray has it. She's never used hers really.
I've used I
when
use it for the show.
when I filled it for you.
Yeah,
Bring it to bed.
That's- yeah,
Bring it to bed.
literally. Like this,
yeah.
and it tastes so good. It extracts like the most best parts of the plant.
It just heats up to the point where it burns the medicine and like the terps and stuff. It doesn't. There's no like combustion, right? Like it goes in green, it comes out brown. Like it's exactly looking the same.
yeah,
So it looks like tobacco now, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Not ash.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I thought that was tobacco.
No, that's what I
But
dump
you'd
out
be
of
better
there.
off
No way.
rolling that up, smoking it like a cigarette, than you would be actually smoking a real
Well,
cigarette.
like some people
Yeah.
say that you can take what you dump out of a vape and use that in edibles because there's still certain things that you can, like certain nutrients you can get out of it
Oh.
if you use
So
like the
interesting.
vape dump out
Yeah.
in edibles. So you can like almost double whammy it. Somebody correct me if I am wrong.
What's up, Ronnie? Ronnie
It's
says,
not a
"Is that
crafty, it's a mighty."
It's a mighty.
But a crafty is similar. A crafty is smaller than that. It doesn't have as big of a battery.
You know
This
what's
is so
hilarious
cool
though?
looking.
And then
Rodney's first comment was, "It's because he's hung like a horse." Laugh out loud. I have no idea what we were talking about. Why Rodney
Glenn's
would-
the best.
That's Rodney's.
Is it because Glenn's the best? Because he's hung like a horse?
Because he's hung like a horse. I don't know.
That's the only thing that makes
Right?
sense to me.
I mean,
I don't
What up,
remember
Spawn
anything
is
else we
calling?
said.
What up, Spawn?
Hey, Spawn. We were just talking about you earlier.
Yeah, we were.
Yes, the weed from a vape is just decarbed, I believe. See? So, like, that's the same as you putting it in the oven
Yes,
to
yeah,
decarb
yeah.
it before you put it in your butter
To,
or
like,
Okay,
make,
yep.
food and
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're welcome, everyone. Just kidding.
Pete Davidson, LOL.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Oh, Pete
Pete Davidson.
Davidson.
Yeah, I have no. Oh, that's who. Okay, all right, I get it now.
Glenn's like, I'll still take it though.
People don't know who he is.
You met Pete Davidson and Glenn.
super
Yeah.
funny. Well, everybody knows Ray and I's, thing about
Oh, she did.
being hung as a horse. Oh, just gonna. Yeah, that's the side. It just went off, so like it'll heat up right away. Yeah, so here is like when you control the temperature,
Okay, yep.
and then that's like on and off.
She also has these things that you can fill up. That's like portable. So they're like little discs that you put your weed in.
Yeah.
And they like stand.
So I have like a
then-
keychain.
Yeah.
And it's like a little tube.
Yeah.
And I can put 4 little like pods in there. So they're like little metal things that have like holes in them, and I can they fit right in there. So I carry this little pod with me all the time, and it has like 4 caps that are filled
with weed.
Yeah.
with weed.
Pop in and
And
out.
then you just
There you
like
go.
pop it in there.
On the
and then they
go.
also have like discs you can get that have like other. So you just like carry this little disc.
Yeah.
And you have like all these pods filled with weed, so you can just like
Refill.
smoke and go and smoke and go.
That's so
So-
great. Instead of having to like refill it.
Exactly.
Take out the
Or
grinder.
like have loose weed, like
Yeah.
you just plan it.
Yeah. That's so great.
It's a
My
good
favorite thing in
idea.
the fucking world.
That's great. This is good. I need to get myself one of these.
Yeah, I
like it.
highly recommend it. It's all I use. Well, it's not all I use, but my choice. It's all I use.
Yeah, I'm a fan. And I just
Rodney
keep
says,
smoking.
"Sorry, Glenn."
Sorry, Glenn.
Oh, it's super funny.
So funny.
Too funny. Oh, my voice went there.
Okay, so which one? You wrote this one first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was number 1.
So,
Also, sorry.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
You were nominated.
Yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, this book is not even a year old yet, and it's up for 2 awards.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
it's
job.
this pardon me, Indieverse Awards. It's a new thing. It's never been done before. There was a self-published author in the U.S. and she's like, you know what? There's no awards for people like us. I'm just going to start something. So it was open to everybody in the world. And here I am, this little prairie poet. I was nominated for Best Poetry Book and for the perfect poem. So that's pretty cool.
That's
And
amazing.
I'm feeling pretty pleased.
Congratulations.
But they need to start selling. I'm doing all I can, but I don't fucking want to go on TikTok and put my mental health in jeopardy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on TikTok. That's a
Yeah.
yucky site. No thanks.
Okay.
So, I don't know, kind of cutting my nose off to spite my face there, but I need to sell. I want to sell some fucking books.
You've also like also where do I have tomorrow? You
There we
can
go.
go and
Yes.
meet her in person
yeah.
and buy a book and get it signed.
Yes.
yeah.
So go and meet her tomorrow, right there.
Chapters,
Right there.
Indigo, Polo Park.
Tomorrow from 12 to 2. And get a book signed in person and meet her in person.
And we'll talk about it too.
There you go.
I like
That's
talking about my book.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I like talking about it. It's just cool because I
love
never,
it.
ever, like, holy shit, I never thought that this was going to be a thing.
Yeah, that's
Ever.
amazing.
The first one, I wanted to show my family that I've been hurting for a long time. And that's the only reason I did the first one. 65 copies were printed. That was it. That was all. But then I started giving them to my friends, and they're like, Allie, you need to put this in the bookstores. Figure out how to do it. You need to do that.
Yeah.
I had a friend say you validated me going to therapy. Holy moly. Like, that's, I don't know. That's really cool. That made
That's
me feel
super
very
cool.
good.
Yeah.
So I busted my ass, made an Etsy store, and approached bookstores. And here I am doing my thing. I'm not anywhere where I want to be, but I am starting to grow. I'm 3 years in. I guess you'd still say I'm a baby in this field, but I'm doing well. And I'm staying true to who I am. I don't want to do TikTok
Yeah.
just for fame and sales. No. I don't want to break myself down being told some really nasty, hurtful comment on there.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have it on Instagram. It's happened, but it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't hurt.
As much.
TikTok just feels yucky.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't want to be
Oh,
on
buddy,
there.
see, I've had opposite experience.
Really?
Oh, yeah. TikTok's been amazing for me.
so
I've
good.
never gotten hate comments on TikTok.
so
Instagram, if I have a video
Really?
that goes, like, a little bit viral, whatever, lots of views, I get the fucking nastiest comments from dudes. Oh,
That
yeah.
sucks.
Dudes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. People are like, yeah. TikTok, I've never had that problem. If you land on the right For You page,
Yes.
and people are just like, you know, but I get it. It's like the risk you take, right? Like,
The thing is, the TikTok community, unfortunately, is a lot of younger kids. And they're romanticizing mental illness. Specifically, borderline. Going and diagnosing, oh, I'm this. No, stop. Just stop. You're not. So I just don't want to be on TikTok. Mm-mm. But it's good. It's a great app. I just
Yeah.
don't want to put my shit on there. I don't want my mental health to be
Fair
in the
enough.
tank because
Yeah.
of that. But no, it's
Well,
good.
I appreciate you putting your mental health out there slightly because, like, you helped me come to terms with mine a bit. You know, like you really, really like helped me kind of accept it. You know,
Again,
That's
never
big,
thought
man.
that
That's
would
big.
ever happen.
That's really big, yeah.
it's
know,
yeah. Like
yeah.
of course, I still have those like thoughts in my head. If I like say it out loud, I have those things that's like everyone's gonna judge you. Like shut your mouth. You know, like that's what my brain is saying. But like you have made my heart say like I need to say this. You know, so.
That makes me
So yeah, you help my heart speak louder than my
my
shitty
inner
thoughts.
my inner child right now is just going, yay, yay! Look at you go.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so proud of you.
My inner,
Like,
my everything is saying like yay, yay. Look at you go.
I am proud of you speaking about this tonight. Like that's
Thank you.
really brave. It's really brave, and Dua Lipa for having me here. Like that's awesome. You're breaking stigma right there.
Thank you.
Having me here
That's-
and sharing your story and
Yeah.
accepting it and being like, yeah, this is me, motherfucker. Accept it or leave.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's good.
It helps me make sense of my past and like helps me make sense of who I am. So, like it's been a helpful journey
It's hard.
even so far. You
It's
know?
hard though.
Yeah.
It is fucking hard.
Yeah.
But one day at a time. Because
Yeah.
that's all we can do.
Exactly.
That is literally all we can do.
Yeah.
You know? Jeez.
And you're fucking killing it, Ellie. Great
Thank you.
job.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, what are some other things that you've done? Like I feel every time I see your Instagram that you're like at some women's event or like you're at some, other thing on some panel and like
I keep very busy.
book signings. And so like, tell us a bit about,
What am I doing?
yeah.
Anywhere I can get the message out about what it means to live with BPD, I will take that platform. Again, yes, it's my name being known, it's my books, but this is much larger than me. This is for people I haven't met. This is for my father, for my grandfather, for my sisters, for my brothers. Like this is the yeah.
Everyone.
It's yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I brain farted again.
And mission accomplished.
Yeah, it's totally okay. It totally is, yeah.
Oh god, that's funny.
Yeah, just really grateful that you're like willing to share your experience with other people that aren't as experienced. And yeah, I'm sure there's more people out there that are quiet, but really appreciate you as well.
Part of me is like, how the hell am I even doing this? How am I doing this? Like, I'm serious. I
Yeah.
sit back, if I'm really baked, I'll be like, whoa.
Yeah.
You really put yourself out there, bro.
Okay, earlier, right? What happened with me, like, I'd recently taken a photo and I like submitted it for like a book that we're gonna be in.
Yes.
And then I just like put it up as it was like, she's like, put it up as your profile. And I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I owe people what I look like now. Cause like my last one was 4 years
the back
ago.
of her head.
And it's the back of my
No
head.
way.
Yeah,
Cannabis
so, like,
Castle.
I was like, I kind of feel like
It's a dope picture.
I was like,
right?
I
To be
kind of feel
fair,
like I need
yeah.
to update people on my face, aside from the show, rather than just on social media. And yeah, like she really encouraged me to do that. But like, what was my point? I totally fucking spaced out there too.
Putting yourself out there.
Yeah,
And being
so
like, whoa, I did that.
I was
there you go.
freaking out, and she was just like, she's like, it's okay, and I was like, no, like I don't ever do this. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna be doing things that are like against like that are my like a fear of mine, but I'm gonna freak out as I do it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it. You know. That's the
Big
thing.
step.
Yeah.
Big step.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful picture.
Thank you. I still now I feel all
It's a-
embarrassed.
I need to
Right?
see
And
the
it's
picture.
like-
I
it's a
mean,
very
I need to
beautiful
see the
picture.
picture.
No, now I feel weird that I
Yeah.
even mentioned it. I'm totally looking at me. I'm like turning beet red.
Oh,
The
no,
amount
no.
of searches now
We're
on your
good.
Facebook is gonna
No,
be...
I'm private. Don't look me up. It's just Facebook, not Instagram. Wait till the book comes out. You can buy a fucking copy if you want it. Just kidding.
There you go.
Yeah,
You'll have to tell us
buddy.
the title of it.
We literally...
High aspirations.
High aspirations. We literally
Oh,
went and
okay,
Yeah,
did,
yeah.
did like a photo shoot and everything for it. And then they're like, can you send us selfies and bios? We're like,
Oh.
fuck.
But the photos that we did do together
So dope.
were actually used in like that article, the magazine
Yeah.
article. So High Moon Magazine, it's an online article.
That's so cool.
And online magazine, and so we submitted some of those photos, which actually looks really fucking cool.
Really dope with
in
graffiti in the
magazine,
background.
so-
Yeah.
Was it you guys wearing the dresses?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen
and it's all like
so
kind of
dope.
neon and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So like I live in the Exchange, right? So we just like took our
Into the back alleys.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did some boudoir with Lynn Kozira Boudoir. So good.
Yeah.
In those back alleys. And I was smoking. It was a 420 session. Oh,
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
you know the Malcolm Moore thrift shop fucking vibe with like the big fur
Yeah.
coat?
Yeah.
My Nana had one of those. And
Oh
I
my
took it to
God.
the shoot. And I'm like smoking at my silicone bong. My pink little
yeah.
cotton candy looking
I
bong.
love this so
All
much.
in this boudoir with this heavy fur coat on, feeling like Malcolm Moore thrift shop vibes. In a
Send-
Winnipeg backland.
Send me the photo.
Yeah, no, it's stunning.
need to
It's
see it.
stunning.
Yeah.
I need to see this.
Boudoir's incredible. It's
Oh, it's
great.
empowering.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Thank you,
have so
Hannah.
much
Thank
fun
you.
during
Yeah.
those
I'm
sessions.
very
Oh, yeah.
embarrassed.
And not even to do anything with the photos, but just for
Yeah.
myself.
For sure. bro.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
you look so powerful. You look so good.
Yeah.
You feel good.
When we were in the back alleys trying to take photos or selfie with a tripod and everything, right? And these like group of guys like walked by. They had cameras with them, like nice cameras, and they just
They were gonna
stopped
do one.
and they just start like watching us. And they're like, "Oh, is it okay to just watch you?" And Cupcake and I are like, I don't know, man. Like, I was just like, well, there's other back alleys around here.
We're
that have
pointing out all
graffiti."
the other
Yeah.
graffiti
I
alleys.
was
We're
like,
like,
you could go
there's like
across the
really
street.
gorgeous stuff right
I
there.
don't really
Like we're
want
just
you
gonna be a little
watching
bit.
us.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, can we just like
So
sit here and watch
weird.
you? And we're like, that's a little.
We're like, we're
weird.
about to smoke 2 huge ass joints.
Yeah.
Do you, Hallie?
Do you
Sure.
want? Yeah. Well, thanks, Beb.
Thank you.
Glenn.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, super, super funny.
Okay, I rolled this
looking at
up.
this thing.
It's
You what?
Trade. I keep looking at that thing. Like, what's happening? Is it turning off? Is it gonna work?
No, I turned it off a little
we
bit.
really
so.
need to get some kind of like sponsorship with this shit, buddy.
Well,
The amount of people that are like, where can I buy that?
Right?
And we literally just smoke it on the show.
for sure, I would love to.
Mighty, I
Connect.
think you owe us a cut.
Connect.
It's just so good. I need to start using mine.
You really do.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
really
it.
do.
Interesting.
You know what it is? I enjoy rolling joints, but I feel like I would prefer smoking out of the mighty. For sure. But I
Yeah.
enjoy rolling joints. But that's like a really enjoyable way to
I
smoke
hate
it.
rolling joints.
Like I
no
somewhat
thanks.
like smoking joints because it's like a social thing, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what I love about joints, and
Yeah.
like you get a different flavor from that too. But like this is the ultimate flavor,
Yes.
but also like,
But this one is
The
better.
ultimate
But, like,
flavor.
but also like smoking joints,
Give
you
me
know,
that
because like
flavor.
I have mild COPD, so mild COPD. But like, if I smoke a bunch of joints, the next day I'm like my voice is worse, and my throat does not feel good.
Yeah.
Oops, there it just went out.
Yep.
It just, but
It gets hot. At what point do you just
can,
put it down for a while?
turn it up if you want.
No, it's good.
Yeah, so it just like feels better in your throat.
Yeah, just like this is
You're not smoking paper.
well, and like so now I've actually learned more about it. So like the lower the temp, the like less harsh it is.
Yeah.
But like you
Yeah.
can also change the temp of like one bowl, right? So if you have it like on a lower temp and then
Where do you usually smoke it
doesn't-
at?
so like I usually start it at 185
Okay.
and this is Celsius.
Oh.
So you can do either Celsius or Fahrenheit, but like I like to keep it at the Celsius.
Okay.
That's
And,
really hot.
No,
Yeah, right?
I keep I keep it at
It's
185.
like hell hot.
Yeah, but like not.
My house is like 21 and it's 185. That's hot.
Well, it has to burn the weed,
Yeah.
That's true.
but not
That's-
burn the weed. It
Yeah.
heats it up, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, I started at 185, and that's like where you get like a lot of flavor, and it's not super harsh where it makes me choke.
Yeah.
And then,
Devil's lettuce to a next extreme.
and then, like when I'm not getting as much, like smoke and stuff, and
Yeah.
like not feeling it as much, then I'll turn it up a little bit.
Okay.
And then you start to like get more, so it like burns more of it.
Extra hot.
I'm just sitting there with my bong and my lighter, like, no fancy heat, just fucking get the hoot.
But it's nowhere near as hard as a lighter.
Yeah, no, for
No.
sure. I just
Right?
wasn't expecting
Of course
that.
it heats up. Of course it heats up.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, this is Juniper, everyone.
Juniper,
Hi.
yeah.
Yes.
Juniper
We're-
likes
we're
to
really
show
good
off her
friends.
ass
This
sometimes.
looks like my kitty that passed on Monday.
It does. It really does.
Oh, it's
Really
a baby.
does.
Yeah. Hi, baby.
I have a gray cat too, but a gray
A
and white
Russian.
one.
Oh,
a gray and white
very
one.
cute.
This is yeah.
Baby.
Her mom has a Russian blue.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
Hello. Get your bum out of the
Yeah, I know.
She does this a lot. Yeah. So
OnlyFans.
Yes,
That's
out of
OnlyFans
Yeah.
shit.
Only cats.
this is Juniper.
Just
Yeah.
a baby. Oh, just a baby. Aw. So sweet.
Yes. I'm still holding this joint.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm like microphone.
Funny,
the
you're
joint.
making fun of my fucking vape. but then
No, I'm
why
not
would you
making
smoke
fun of it. I just wasn't expecting to be. I don't know what I thought I expected, but like 185 just seems like real. When you're like Celsius,
Well, of
I was
course
like,
it's
wow,
hot.
that's
It's
hot,
like-
hot.
Of course it's hot. It has to heat up the weed, but
Yeah.
like it comes out brown, so it doesn't
Yeah.
burn it like a
It does
like
look like
a
tobacco.
lighter.
It just looks like tobacco.
Yeah.
right. So it
Yeah.
literally just like heats it to a point where it burns the right stuff.
Oh, just a baby.
And like some people like it hotter, some people like it lighter. It's really a personal choice.
Yeah.
Right. So like that's just what I like to do it at.
Yeah. It tastes great. Doesn't burn.
does.
It's like super smooth.
Yeah.
It was just shocking to me. That's all. I just wasn't expecting it.
It's nice, sweetie.
Hot temperature. Oh, just a baby. Just a baby.
This has been so great.
We're really good friends. Can you tell?
Great baby.
Yes. Just a little girl.
Yeah, Juniper's super sweet. I've had her for like, fuck man, it's been like 4 years.
Probably.
Yeah.
Cats are
But we-
so good for the mental health.
Yes.
Or animals, I guess.
Yeah. She's amazing.
My cat.
Yeah.
See, I get all the cuddles from Juniper,
Yeah.
and from my aunt's gray and white cat that looks a lot like my cat.
Hi, babe.
My cat is not a cuddler.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
that's too
At all.
Esther has attitude.
She loves me.
Yes.
Like she really loves me, and she's like love me on the ground and
Oh,
like
yeah.
pet me and
Don't come
pat
near
my
me.
ass and like
Juniper
pat,
is
pat,
like
pat, pat,
in
pat,
your
pat
face.
my ass, but like
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
like
Oh.
yeah.
Juniper at
This is
night
a
is
sweet
like
cat.
literally
She loves to-
the
she
biggest
loves to
cuddler.
cuddle.
Yeah.
So I have to get
Oh,
my
I like-
get
She
my
loves
cuddles
getting her
here.
belly rubbed.
Oh,
And at night she knows
does she
it's
lay
bedtime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
her belly
she's
exposed.
all on me belly. Oh yeah.
Oh, very
She's like-
comfortable, very trusting.
Oh, she
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Her and my dog get along once in a while though. She'll like snip at the dog, and Ella's so sweet that she's just like, "Oh, I'm just your best friend. Why are you doing that to me?"
So
Just a sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
She was an outdoor
Yeah,
dog.
what was
She
your
got
cat's
breast-
name?
Yeah,
Marge.
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 Yeah,
And how old
Marge.
was
that's a cute name.
Like
I love
14
that.
or 15.
Yeah.
She was an old girl. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still
She was
so
a tubby girl.
sad.
She was a big girl. Big fat football girl.
Yeah. But she was so sweet.
Oh,
looking.
she was just. She was so loud. I used to call her.
My cat's really loud.
She's a pet, she's a whore for pets. Pet whore. Like she'd look at you with these. I'm serious. These lusting eyes. Like, come touch me. I'm serious. It was weird. I wasn't the only one that thought that. My dad said it too. Like, Marge is looking at me with those gross eyes. Like, and then until you pet her, and then she'd be happy. Marge. Oh.
Fucking Marge. Just,
But there's like the biggest rainbow after.
Oh,
right?
I know, it was
like,
beautiful.
That was such a beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
photo.
The kitty had to be put to sleep, and then a couple hours later, there was a double rainbow.
Huge.
It was
Yeah.
it was vibrant. It was anyhow. That was a nice sign. And then
Yeah.
this is also a sign too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is really sweet.
Yeah.
Like, you look like Moo. You
Aw.
look like my Mooish girl. Oh, you look like my Moo girl. Oh yeah, yeah, you're happy.
Oh, I'm just gonna like get tears right now.
Aw, just a sweetheart. Oh,
Yeah.
hello, you're my buddy now.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's like, love me.
Like my last cat, like I miss him so much, right? I
Oh,
love my
yeah.
new cat. I love her so much, but like my last cat, he was like
How old is
the
he?
love of my life. You know?
Old?
He was 17. Yeah.
holy! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like it was really hard. Really,
Mhm.
really.
Mac.
I got him like
You know
when I
what's
was
crazy?
early 20s. So that was
Long time.
he was with me through like a lot of my trauma too,
Oh.
right? So like he just
That was Marge.
yeah, exactly, right?
Marge, such a crazy name for a cat.
Mine was Macaloo,
Oh, that's
or
cute.
Mac for short.
That's
but-
cute.
You know what's so crazy you're talking about that?
What?
Today, Facebook memories reminded me that
Sam?
today is the day that Mac passed away.
Macaloo?
Yeah.
Really?
Because we were like advertising our live, and then in the pre,
No.
I
whatever
didn't get a
you were
memory at all.
yeah, it gave me, it was a Two Big Girls
Oh.
memory on my Facebook because I shared it.
Oh.
Yeah, I was watching it, and I was like, oh my god.
No kitty.
He was the love of my life. He-
Yeah, aren't they our best
So
friends?
sweet. Oh yeah.
Sometimes like
It's so hard.
we were also saying like recently that sometimes like you don't, because I've been single for like 7 years, and I don't plan on like dating anybody, you know. So me and my family were talking. We are saying that like sometimes it's an animal that like is the love of your
Mhm.
life, right? Like
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
I'm really sure that like
Kind of
that was
part of your
Macaloo.
family, like
Yeah,
they're
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Rosie,
Oh, yeah.
my cat I have now, that's my daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my
Yeah.
that's my girl.
My dog Ella, she's 11.
Oh, an old girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like,
sweetie.
I get sad thinking about it because I'm like, fuck, man, she's the
Just
best
love
dog
her.
ever.
Just
Yeah.
love her. Love her hard.
Yeah.
Love her all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're just lovely.
They're so
Oh.
sweet.
Good night. Good night.
Allie, it
Good
was.
night, Anna.
Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us
Oh,
tonight.
thank you
Yeah,
for
this
having
was
me.
incredible.
Yeah.
I know.
Such a great night.
I get baked and then I get so not educational and I'm
That's
just like,
okay.
duh.
That's okay. We'd love to have you back sometime, like
Yeah.
anytime. And
Thank you.
is there anything you want to tell anybody about BPD or about your books or?
Yeah, where do we find your books? How do we buy your books?
Well, I think I would say, honestly, we can recover. We thrive. And we are stronger as a collective. And that's why I do what I do and I talk about what I talk about. And that's why I'm so proud of you for doing this tonight and being
you.
open. Like, we
Thank you.
are so much stronger together. As
We
sisters,
are.
as brothers, as everybody. It's great. So, where can you find me? You can find me at Allie_author on Instagram. Or my Etsy store, Jen of Sunflowers. And dually, if you're in Winnipeg, Manitoba, or happen to be in Canada, you can go to any chapter's location in Winnipeg and pick up Bloom or
Yeah.
Generation of Sunflowers.
You can also
And
meet her tomorrow.
yes, tomorrow, May 18th, we do have my 7th book signing. From 12 to 2, I'll be there signing copies of Bloom. And let's chat. Let's take some photos, and I'd love to share my story. So take care. Thanks.
Yeah.
Buy her books.
Yes, thank you so much, Allie.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
This was
fun.
amazing.
This was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you
like.
so much for coming.
Yeah.
Oh, so glad I
it was
met
fun.
you.
This was
So
fun.
glad I met you. And thank
good.
you all for joining us tonight. And yeah, thank you all for being here all the time and like all your support. And we really appreciate you all. So
Freaking love your faces
yeah,
so much.
we love all your faces. We love your face.
Yeah.
Love your face.
We love your face.
Love your
And
own
those
face.
two faces behind
Love
us.
those faces behind us. It looks like we have our
It's
own.
us, but like a really long time ago. Join us next week. Who's our guest again?
I don't
Why
think
do
we
I
have a
forget?
guest.
I don't think we do.
I think it's just
I
you
think
and me,
it's a solo
baby.
show.
Just-
It is a
go.
solo show. We
Oh,
haven't done this in a
nice.
while.
We're gonna do something
Aw.
fucked
So
up.
yeah. So we will see
Take too
you.
many mushrooms again.
Yeah, maybe we'll try mushrooms and our
The card
our
games.
Berserker games.
Last time I
Where it was
Ooh.
it was like
Summit.
it was crazy.
Yes.
It makes you be
Berserk
very
games.
honest. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you want to get those games, it's the Unruly Choices and Brutal Hangover.
Mm-hmm.
They also have some other games, and they have some free games on their website. So again, be sure to go and check them out. I forget what their other pop-up is. So
But that's it.
apologize
That's
for
all
that.
you need
But
to
there's-
know.
there's a big one.
That's great.
So anyway, thank you all for joining us, and join us next week for a solo show where
We do something fucked up.
we're gonna
Yep.
have such a great time.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
It'll be great. We promise.
Yeah.
That's all we can promise.
Yeah.
So peace out, stay baked, and we'll
Yachts to
see you
call.
next week.
See you later, alligators.
See you next week, everyone.
And a little wild crocodiles.
Go see her tomorrow.
Ooh.
Good night.
That's dope. They like slid in like the side there. Look at that.
Look at
Swish,
that.
swish. Oh, swish, swish.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.